welcome back to Choose Me First podcast, the podcast where we confront the barriers holding us back from, living our best life, and where we encourage you to choose yourself and embrace your full potentials, embrace your imperfections, and make yourself, to become the best version of yourself. And today we'll be diving into a very trending topic affecting us all. It's all about fear and how it limits us in our potential. And I'm your host, P. Candy, and joining us today is our amazing girl, Christabel.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here today.
I'm thrilled to be here.
Oh,
it's
my
pleasure.
God. It's so sweet. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So let's just dive right into it. What do you think?
Sure, let's go on.
Okay, lovely. I like the energy.
All right.
Okay. We're going to be discussing the impact of fear in our lives as an individual and as a group of people, as a circle, as a family. So now, we're going to be talking about the impact of fear.
Yeah.
But before we dive into it, I would like to ask, how does fear manifest itself in our lives, and what are the common ways where it's holding us back as an individual, as a community, as a person?
Like fear can show up in different and diverse forms. It can show up in self-doubt, in doubting yourself, in belittling yourself. It can show up in low self-esteem. It can show up in procrastination, in avoidance. It can show up in different and diverse forms, which can make us feel belittled, which can reduce our self-esteem in ourselves. And it often stems from a fear of failure, a fear of rejection.
I can relate to that. Like being afraid of losing, being afraid of being rejected,
being afraid of having a stigma, of your peers putting a stigma on you.
You should be like that, you should be like this, you should have this, you should be at that spot, you should be able to achieve this. So those things contribute to the fear, and it makes you not which in
turn reduces our self-esteem, make us feel less of who we actually are,
and it keeps us in a stagnant spot. That's so true with what you said. So my next question is, how does an individual identify and confront their fears, and in order for them to be able to break free and in their ways of life and from their limitations?
Well, I think the first step is by awareness, being aware, being physically, mentally aware of the fact that yes, you are scared about a particular thing. Being able to identify your fears, the specific areas of fear where your fear is stemming from, and being also able to identify the root causes of where that fear is stemming from. Being able to explore the root causes and trying to tackle it so it doesn't hold you back from actually going after what you want or what you're trying to achieve. So you have to be able to identify it and also tackle those root causes where it's stemming from. So
the first step is awareness. Discover what you're having fear of and how that has actually influenced
and also there's this saying that says face your fears. So you have to actually identify those fears, be aware that yes, I'm scared
I have a fear, I'm struggling with it.
If it's fear of heights, you have to be able to identify and accept the fact that I'm scared of this thing, and you have to be able to tackle the root causes and face it so it doesn't hold you back in the future when you're trying to achieve a certain thing.
Identify and understand where your fears are actually coming from. You can also be able to further tackle them, further challenge them and reframe them. Further challenge them and reframe them into a more empowering way in order to face it. So you have to practice leaning into discomfort. Practice stepping out of your comfort zone, because that's the only way to tackle your fears. You have to be able to face it. You have to identify it, be aware that yes, I'm scared of this, and you have to be able to face it. Be determined to face that fear. Be determined to work towards stepping out of your comfort zone, stepping out of your shell, in order to fight it, face it ahead. In order to face it head to head.
Oh.
Step out of your comfort zone.
Okay. Okay. That's like a very great advice, like I've had, and I really like the fact that she broke it down for us to be able to understand, and like we can really relate to each and every word and every things, each and every word, and all the examples she has said is something we all are relatable to. Let's talk about the role of mindset and overcoming fear. The shift in our perspective help us break free from the bondage or from the grip of fear. What do you think?
Okay. So I feel like mindset is everything when it comes to overcoming fear.
Yeah.
One has to make the decision to adopt a positive mindset.
Okay.
You have to be able to adopt a positive mindset and be ready to face that fear.
Positive mindset. Okay.
Be ready to face that fear head on.
Yeah.
Adopt a positive mindset. Adopt a growth mindset. Just accept the fact that see failure as opportunity to grow. Okay, see fear as an opportunity to grow. See the take the opportunity in fear to face it head on. To be able to, tackle it.
Face his head on and be ready to tackle it. Okay.
Cultivate self-compassion. Positive self-affirmations to yourself.
Positive self-affirmation that would help you for you to overcome the spirit or the grip of fear in you, and it can also help to reframe from being afraid, and like it's kind of like help to break through from that and help you like in your personal growth rather than being a barrier towards your success. Because
fear as a catalyst for personal growth instead of seeing it as a barrier to your success, see it as a challenge and as a catalyst to your personal growth.
Okay, is a barrier. Fear is the thing that is stopping you from achieving the goals you want to achieve. Fear is the thing that is making you not to get to the place you want to be in life. So if you can break free from the spirit of fear by changing your mindset and helping by your word of affirmation and working towards that, that is the thing that was going to take you far, and that's what's going to help you achieve your goal. I'm loving this approach, and turning fear into your for growth, it's something that I think is very beautiful, and it's a very lovely statement. So now let's talk about how, before we wrap this episode up, I would like you to share one personal experience on how you were able to like limit the fear. You had the fear about something and you were able to limit that, and how that had helped you to overcome some certain situation. Can you share a personal experience in that?
Okay, so I would say first of all, I didn't let that particular fear dictate me or define me.
So you had a fear about something. Okay.
I had a fear about something.
Okay. We don't want to go in details, but just like okay.
So I just decided to, accept the fact that yes, I am scared of this particular thing. I was aware of it, and I decided to go further to face it head on.
Okay, face it head on. Okay.
So I didn't let the fear, engulf me, or I didn't let myself to be so engrossed or drenched in the fear. I didn't let it to take over me, in the sense that
you can see the passion in her voice and in her eyes. Like you can see she's talking from real experience, guys. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't let it to take over me, in the sense that I'll fall into depression or start belittling myself or having low self-esteem. So I decided to just face it head on and spoke words of affirmation. I said to myself that yes, I am scared of this, but I'm not going to let it push me back. I'm not going to let it define me. I'm not going to let it take over me. I'm not going to let it win over me. So I'm going to face it head on. And also you have to pray too.
Okay.
You do have to pray.
Okay, that is beautiful. So I understand that fear has a lot of power over someone if you let it to. Fear is something that people tend to overlook when it comes to some certain situation. You just feel like it's like we say, it's natural. It's good to be scared sometimes, but don't give it power over you in a way where you're scared of that, but know that that fear you're having is the only thing stopping you from knowing what is lying ahead of you. So if you can overcome through your mindset, to being aware of the situation, being aware of that you're having fear of this and working towards that and breaking all the boundaries, and if you need to talk to someone about it, and that would help you overcome that, because what you're scared of might someone else will have one or two experience in that, and that would help you overcome and work through the situation. To wrap up today's episode, I would like to ask you, what are your final thoughts and your final words of encouragement for our listeners, people that maybe might be struggling from breaking free from the spirit of fear or the limitation of fear?
So what I would like to say is that first of all, do not let that particular fear define you. Do not let that particular fear drive you into depression or make you belittle yourself or fall into low self-esteem. So see fear as a springboard for growth.
A springboard, guys. Okay, I like that.
As a springboard for growth.
Okay.
For your personal development. Yeah, you have to accept that fear, tackle that fear, and face it head on.
Tackle it and face it head on.
Face your fears. Do not run away from your fears.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, God said He has not given us the spirit of fear, but of boldness
and sound mind,
of power, of love, and of a sound mind.
Okay, I'm not a Bible person. Okay.
So face that fear. Tackle it head on. You have to have a paradigm shift. Mentally face it head on.
Okay.
Mentally, challenge yourself to face that fear head on. Okay. Don't let it win over you. Don't let it push you back. Don't let it push you into depression. Don't let it push you into belittling yourself or feeling like people are better than you or feeling like you can't do anything. So you have to face that fear head on. Okay. And just know that you are capable of facing your fears.
You're capable, darling. You're so damn capable.
Fears,
okay. So for me, coming from your host, okay, so my final thought on this is I would like to tell our listeners, I dare you, yes, you, I dare you to dream big, and I dare you to take bold actions, take the bold action towards creating the life you want. I dare you. You looking at me right now, I dare you, take that big step. Dream that big dream. Don't let your fear limit you to achieving what you want to achieve, and don't let it put you down. Don't let it put you at one spot, because my guy, that fear is the thing that is holding you not to achieve the best passion of your life, not to connect to the authentic self of yours that is making you not to get the life, the dream, the luxury, everything you want. That is the fear holding you there, and that I know what I'm talking about. So dream big, believe in your dreams, work hard, overcome by changing your mindset, be aware of the things you have fear on, and work on how to change that. It's natural to have fear about something, but that's where talking to someone, acknowledging that you have that fear and looking for a way to change that is going to help you to achieve what you want to achieve.
So you just have to have that paradigm shift. Mentally face your fears head on.
Okay.
Do not run away.
Don't run away. Thank you so much for the empowering words, Christabel, that you've shared on today's show. You've poured a lot of insight.
I had a great time.
Thank you to our listeners. Remember that.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. And guys, remember that fear is just an illusion. Okay, remember speaker and your host on I Choose Me First podcast said, fear is just an illusion. And the real magic happens when you confront it head on. When you confront your fear head on and you reclaim your power, there is love in that. There is this satisfaction, fulfillment in reclaiming your power over that fear, and that would help you achieve the life, the dream, your ambitions, the things you want for yourself. That is when it's going to help you do that. And if you don't overcome that, you're going to keep on living in an illusion of fear, and that will keep you on a deep pond of water, and you just be moving around in circle, not achieving anything. And I know you don't want that, because I don't also want that for you. So what I'm trying to say is, my last thought on this is, don't let your fear keep you. Dream big, work your axe off, and believe in yourself, because you can do it. I know you can do it, because I know you can. You're strong, you're amazing, you have great potentials in you. You have all it takes, darling. You're so damn beautiful, you're so damn gorgeous, you're so handsome, you're lovely and amazing. Your own skin color, in who you are, your potentials, in your values, in your word, you deserve it. So I know you can achieve anything you want to achieve in life. So believe in yourself, because I believe in you. And that's wrap this up for today. Thank you so much for coming to the show. Thank you for today's episode. I had a great time too. So guys, thank you so much. So tune in next time for more empowering conversation on I Choose Me First podcast dedicated to help you discover yourself. Until next time, guys, face your fear with encouragement and prioritize your growth. Have a lovely evening and be safe out there, okay? Yes, don't forget to like, share, and comment, okay? And share to your enemy, share to your family, share to everyone, but especially your enemy, because you know why? They're not gonna like it that you're happy. All right, see ya. Bye.